Hey, first grade, Miss Mitchell here. It is time for our third and final story of the week. This is the last story we're going to read together, but you can read these again. So on Thursday and Friday, you need to pick which story you would like to read, whether it is Snake and Ape, Rose's Birthday, or this one that we're going to read today. This is your third option, No More Sad Tunes. So let's start this story together. Okay, so let's read the title. Ready, go. No More Sad Tunes. And this is written by Robert Charles and illustrated by Signe Norden. And just like I said for our last two stories, you can color in our illustrations to make our story even nicer. All right, so today we're going to be talking about our long U. So our magic E, the E makes the U say its name. So our story is No More Sad Tunes. So let's start reading together. All right, friends, so let's turn to the next page. All right, let's look at our first word, and our first word is Luke. That's the name of one of our characters. And ready, go. Luke was a cute dude. He liked to sing sad tunes. Rube was a nice gal. She liked to play her flute. Sorry about that. I made a little bit of a mistake. All right, so who are our two characters in our story? Who are our two characters in our story? We have Luke, and this is the boy over here on the left is Luke. Then we have Rube, which I'm assuming that's short for Ruby. I don't know. And Rube is playing her flute on this side. All right, let's continue to read. Let's turn to the next page. All right, we're going to start with the name Rube. Ready, go. Rube played sad tunes on her flute. Luke would sing as she played. All right, so what is happening in our story so far? In our story so far, we have that Rube and Luke like to play tunes. What kind of tunes do they like to play? You're right, they like to play sad tunes. All right, let's go to the next page. Going to the next page. All right, we are on page 5. And remember, you're reading along in your paper book as I'm reading on the computer. Let's start with June. Ready, go. June was a fun gal. She ate ice cubes with red hot peppers. She did not like Luke's and Rube's sad tunes. The tunes made June sad. So, what's our problem? So our problem is that June does not like the music that Rube and Luke are playing. So if you want to look back in the story, it says June did not like Luke's and Rube's sad tunes. So what do you think they could possibly do to fix this problem? Maybe June could ask Luke and Rube to play a different type of music. You're right. Nice idea. All right, let's move on to reading our next page. So we're on page 6. Oh, look at these faces. Let's see what happened. Starting with the word June. Ready, go. June was not rude, but she liked to make rules. She made a tune roll. No more sad tunes, she said. I hate sad tunes. Oh. So, do you think that that was a nice thing to say? I don't think so. How could June have asked the other two, our other two characters, how do you think she could have asked them? She could have said, hey, I'm not really liking or enjoying these sad songs because they make me kind of sad. So is there any way that maybe you could play a happier tune? She could have asked in a nicer way. So let's see what happens. So we're going to turn to our next page. We are turning to page 7, and let's read together. First word is when. Ready, go. When you play and sing a sad tune, I want to run and hide in my cube at home. Sad tunes make me want to eat prunes with hot peppers, she said. Well, I guess she gave them an explanation of why she felt sad, so maybe that was a good idea to explain herself, so she could at least let her friends know why she didn't like her sad tunes. So what do you think? How do you think they're going to react? Do you think they're going to say, well, too bad for you, lady? They could. Or do you think maybe they're nice friends and they might change it up a little bit? Let's see. Okay, we're turning to page 8. Turning to page 8. Put your finger on the word what, and we're reading all together. Ready, go. What will we do if we cannot play and sing sad tunes? Asked Luke. Sad tunes are all we want to do. We will play fun games, said June. So our problem was Luke and Rube are playing songs that don't make June feel too great. So June asks if they can play something different. Now Luke said, sad tunes are all we know. So how is June, what was her suggestion on how to fix this problem? Remember, you can always look back in your story. If you look at the last line, it says, we will play fun games, said June. So June's way of fixing the problem is, instead of us playing sad music, can we play a game? Let's see what they say. So let's turn, we're turning to page 9. Let's see. Starting with the word we. Ready, go. We will take a ride on 5 mules. We will ride a huge tube down the river. But we do not want to do that, said Rube. We want to sing and play the flute. We do not like the tunes rule. Uh-oh. So now what? Now what's happening? Rube is saying, no way, Jose. She does not want to go and play a game. She doesn't want to ride mules or it's like a donkey. She doesn't want to ride donkeys and go tubing. She wants to play her flute. So maybe they'll compromise, meaning they'll both do something. I don't know what they're going to do. Okay, let's turn to the next page. We're on page 10. And let's read what's going to happen now. Ready, go. Then sing and play tunes on the flute, said June. Just do not play sad tunes. You can sing and play jazz. You can play fun tunes on the jukebox too. But there will be no sad tunes. All right, so June said no tunes, we can play games. Rube said, I don't want to play those games. So what is June's other option? She's being very flexible. They're all working together trying to find an idea on how to fix the problem. So what is June's suggestion? So remember, we can always look back in our story. It says, you can sing and play jazz. You can play fun tunes on the jukebox too, but no more sad tunes. So what she's saying is maybe if they listen to a song on the jukebox, which is like what they used to have is they were records, which were big CDs, is essentially what it is. And you put it in this player and it plays the songs for you. So in the jukebox, they hold all of those records and they play one at a time. So she's saying maybe if you hear a different song, you can learn how to play it. So let's see what our friends say. So let's turn to the next page. We're on page 11. So our first word is does. Let's read it together. Ready, go. Does the rule let us use a drum to make tunes? Asked Luke. Yes, my rule will let you use drums, but do not use a drum to play sad tunes, said June. So now, what was Luke's question? Luke asked, does the rule let us use a drum to make tunes? And June said, yeah. She said, yep, you can use drums, just don't play sad tunes. Man, she really likes to make these rules. She sounds like Miss Mitrick. All right, let's turn to our last page, last one to go, and let's read all together. Your first word is so. Ready, go. So Luke and Rube used the flute and the drum to play fun tunes. They all played tunes on the jukebox. And June smiled and clapped her hands to the tunes. All right, so how did they fix the problem? Luke and Rube decided to play happy tunes. So they played tunes from the jukebox and they played along, and June really liked those songs and she clapped along. That's how you can tell she clapped along, and if you look at her face in the picture, she's smiling. So they did an awesome job of working together. We really like to have us work together, especially when we're in school, and maybe if you're at home with a sibling or maybe a cousin or someone staying with you right now. We should always be working together to compromise, and everyone has to give a little and take a little. Not everybody can get exactly what they want when they want it, so we all need to take turns. So they did an awesome job of taking turns in this story. So keep up the good work, friends. I'm proud of everything that you're doing at home, and hopefully I will see you in my Zoom meeting. If not, we'll see you on Friday for the lunch bunch.